Hi and welcome everyone. Lisa here. Thanks for taking the time to join me. So today I'm going to do some hot foiling. I'm going to give you a few of my tips to try out to maybe help you achieve better results. I know hot foiling can sometimes be frustrating because you don't always have great results, but I have found a few things that help me when I'm using toner sheets and foiling in a hot foil machine. First of all, I'm going to show you some new products from Therm O Web that I'm pretty excited about. One, they have a new line of deco foils called Fairy Tale Foils. They have Enchanted Rose, Peach Princess, Glass Slipper, and Prince Periwinkle. Also one called Lily Pad. This one here is the glass slipper, and you can see how beautiful it is on that new design, which is called Love Blooms. Now, they also sent me a pink melon, gold, silver, and aqua as well. So let's look at the card fronts. Now, these are Slimline and A2 card fronts. They come in a white and a craft. So here we have the reverse polka dots and the lots of dots. And then this is dainty hearts. And I want to show you the dainty hearts with red foil on the craft. It's so pretty together. This is the chic chevron and then the candy stripes. Now I'm going to show you that Love Blooms one more time in the Slimline and fan those out a little so you can have a look at them. So those are new designs that they've just released recently. And they also come in the 8.5 by 11-inch toner sheets, the clear toner sheets that you're probably used to seeing. Those designs come in that as well. So what I do is I just take all of my card fronts and keep them in a plastic zip top bag. They also sent me some toner sheets, full toner sheets, and just the regular toner sheet, and then one pack is a peel and stick toner sheet, and I can't wait to use that. So the piece that I showed you that's foiled, that was foiled with the Peach Princess from the Fairy Tale Foil collection. And then, of course, you saw all of the same designs in those 8.5 by 11-inch clear toner sheets. So to start foiling, one of the first things I want to talk to you about is cutting your foil. So I used to fight with my foil all the time trying to cut it with scissors, and it will cut if you have a really good pair of scissors, but it's flimsy, so I was never getting a really nice straight line. So what I decided to do was just take a self-healing mat. This is an extra one that I purchased off of Amazon for my die cut machine. And I use my old Martha Stewart craft knife. I've had that thing for 13 years, and I just cut the foil like you saw me do with a ruler to hold it down, and then a straight line with that craft knife. And it makes it so much easier. Here, yes, I am dusting the panel down plus the foil. This is something that I never really thought about before, but let me tell you, it makes a huge difference. So any little dust particles, any type of glitter, tiny pieces of paper on your toner sheets or on your foil, it's going to affect how your foiling comes out. So if you've ever foiled a piece of paper and you see these tiny little black dots on your toner sheets after you foil it, more than likely it's because there was some dust or something there that kept the foil from adhering to the toner. So by taking a Swiffer and wiping down the panels, I have found that I'm having much better results. So I just take my Swiffer, run it over the toner sheet, and then I lightly run it over the foil on the back side, and then go ahead, lay those down, stick them in my carrier sheet, and then foil it. So this piece here that I'm working on now, this is the Enchanted Rose, and you can see how it has that prism look in it when it's laying there on that self-healing mat. I'm going to go ahead and run this through the machine after I wipe it down with the Swiffer. And I want to show you the results that I achieved with this because it's amazing. I was so surprised. It's like near perfect foiling. So on this next piece I'm working on with that Love Blooms, my foil actually ended up getting a little bit of adhesive on the back of it. So I know right away one part of this is not going to foil right. So no biggie. I'm going to run this through the die cutting machine to create a card. You're going to see that at the end of the video. Invest in a good machine if foiling is something that you want to be serious about. If you have a laminator, play around with it and see what kind of results you get. I was just getting so disappointed with my foiling that I just said, you know what? It's not worth it for me to keep foiling and ending up either I had a lot of crinkling when I used a laminator, and then it would miss those spots that crinkled up, and or it would overfoil or underfoil, and it got to the point where there was no joy in me doing this at all, so I stopped doing it. But then when I invested in the Mink machine, it made all the difference in the world. The results are stunning, and I absolutely love foiling again. So here I'm going to show you this piece here, how perfect it came out. One of the other things is if when you pull that out of the machine and it's still hot, let it cool off for a second before you remove the foil. So you can see there that that's really almost near perfect foiling on that polka dot piece that I had. So pretty. That Enchanted Rose is stunning. So let's have a look at some of the other foils that I already had. This is called Summer Rainbow. It is so pretty on that craft cardstock with the Love Blooms design. So I want to go ahead and do a piece of the clear toner sheets with you. This is that chic chevron pattern, and I'm using the Prince Periwinkle Deco foil with this. It's such a beautiful color. I'm telling you, all these fairy tale colors are absolutely amazing. So when you're using the clear sheets, the one thing you want to pay close attention to is one side of the sheet is real shiny, all of it shiny. And then the other side of the sheet has more of the toner, the black toner is more of like a matte look to it. That's the side that you want to foil, is the side with that matte look to it. So just pay close attention to what side is all shiny compared to what side has that matte finish to it, and you'll be fine every time. So again, you saw me dusting it down. I dusted down the piece of foil, put it in the carrier sheet, and now I'm going to go ahead and run it through the machine. And I want to show you the results on this piece that I just took out of the foiling machine. You can see how pretty that foil is. It has a beautiful prism look to it. It's just stunning. And I'm just letting this cool off for just a second before I go to remove it. I feel like it probably gives you a little time for it to cool and adhere a little bit more to the foil, and you can see how amazing those results are. So this is the clear toner sheet. And when I was using a laminator, I never had results like this ever. I always had either some splotchiness in there or it just wasn't good. So this is one of the solid black toner sheets that they sent me, and I just did some blocking foil on there with gold and that Enchanted Rose. Those are scrap pieces I had left over, so I just cut me a piece down. And I'll end up eventually die cutting this with a heart or something, and I'll have pink and gold in that heart. So I thought the results on that were good as well. So I'm super excited about the foiling again with the combination of these amazing products, and that Mink machine I think makes a huge difference. So here is all the foiling that I've been playing with. You want to keep your scraps, that's for sure. This is the Peach Princess, and it's done on the Lots of Dots clear toner sheet. And then I had already the Silver Shattered Glass, and that's done on the reverse polka dot. I'm thinking I'm going to be able to color those polka dots in. Here's the Chic Chevron, and this is done in the Amethyst watercolor. That's one that I had already purchased, and it is absolutely beautiful. I also went ahead and tested out some of the Deco Foil gel, the Duo gel, so you can use it with either pressure or heat. I used it with heat, and you can see I took my time when I stenciled those out, and you notice how it had that overfoiling on the ends. That's where I pulled the gel down over the stencil. No biggie because I'm going to be cutting that part off, but I got amazing results with that gel as well. And this is the piece that we did on screen with the Enchanted Rose and the other piece. Just by using that Swiffer to wipe things down, it helps to eliminate any dust left behind, gives you much better results. This is the Dainty Hearts done in gold. Here we have the candy stripe in the Prince Periwinkle. And of course that chic chevron in that Prince Periwinkle as well. And you want to keep all of that extra foiling you have over there because you can use that for other things. And again, that's the summer rainbow on that Love Blooms design. So pretty. Stunning. I also have one called Magenta, a foil that's called Magenta, and it has kind of like a matte finish to it. It's really pretty. And I used it on one of my toner sheets, and I probably will end up using this to create some type of shaker card or something. So for the first card that I created, I ended up taking that Love Bloom Slimline piece that I used the Enchanted Rose foil on, and I die cut that out and then glued the circles down to navy cardstock and then popped the centers of all of those up with some mounting foam. And then added some fun little details with my Jelly Roll pen and added the word love there in the center. So for this card, super simple. I just did a shaker card using a Slimline die from Whimsy. That's the Postage Slimline die. And I used the bold ABC die set to cut the word love out and then added some black hearts to that one. Now this is the Summer Rainbow foiled background with the Love Blooms design, and I used Whimsy Stamps Connected Heart and then die cut that word heart out, added some vellum to the center of my heart so it would help that pop up off of that foil background a little bit. So super simple with that one. And here's that gorgeous Dainty Hearts that I foiled with the red on that craft cardstock. Again, I just used the inside of that connected heart cutout and die cut the word love out of that and use some white gel pen to create some fun little designs around the word love, and added some little die cut hearts to that and added details to those as well. So that's going to bring us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the tips and tricks I've shared with you. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Now, for more information on the products I used, you can head over to the Therm O Web website and check it out there. I'll have everything linked below for you. Until next time, take care.